UNDP Altfin Lab, and at the same time, I have a role of the Accelerator lead at UNDP Istanbul Regional Hub. I'm really happy to have all of you today here at this session. We will have a quick introduction to the SDG Blockchain Accelerator. We want to leave enough space for your questions. I suppose there is a lot of open questions, and maybe you have also some thoughts and proposals how we need to deal with this accelerator during the implementation. So today we will cover a couple of topics. At the beginning, I will introduce you to the SDG Blockchain Accelerator. We will have an overview of the accelerator program and the curricula. Of course, in the timeline, we will explain eligibility criteria, selection criteria, and how you need to apply. And then at the end, we will have a Q&A space where I encourage you to prepare the questions. We will be really open to answer all of your questions that you put on the table. At the same time, you can, of course, pose the questions in the chat. Anything that is somehow opening during the presentation, looking at the agenda, hearing me, let's have like a great conversation today. At the beginning, I would like to give you like a brief introduction to the UNDP Altfin Lab. Just one slide in order to understand the context where SDG Blockchain Accelerator is positioned. So we have a couple of flagship programs that we are running last 2 years. Altfin Lab is like a institutional program within the UNDP Istanbul Regional Hub. We are not focusing only on the blockchain adoption. Somehow our primary role is to explore and help the adaptation and implementation of different kinds of the alternative finance models for different kinds of the stakeholders. But within the blockchain field, we have events which are somehow the starting point where we trying to raise the awareness and spread the word about the blockchain potentials in the development humanitarian world. Maybe you have heard about the Blockchain for Good Summit. This is the event. It was happening basically the second edition last week. You can still find the recordings. My colleague give you a couple of links during my presentation, so you can watch the recordings of the first one and the second one that, as I said, was held last week. Here we want to showcase basically the blockchain use cases that are having great or significant impact both in the humanitarian development world. At the events, we are bringing together development experts with the blockchain industry. And out of this, somehow, out of these kind of the events that we previously also implemented, the Blockchain Academy was developed in partnership with the Algorand Foundation. Basically, Blockchain Academy is here to give you like a basic knowledge on the blockchain technology, but also to provide you with a hands-on experience. And this is also like an entry point for you to think and discuss with your peers and mentors within the Blockchain Academy, any type of the idea you have, any type of the challenge or problem, or maybe even a pilot where you want to employ the blockchain technology. We started with the first iteration of the Blockchain Academy a couple of months ago. We have 500 colleagues from UNDP ready to finish the Blockchain Academy in a couple of weeks. While this one was focused only on the UNDP, we are now preparing the second iteration for the UNDP and the Open Blockchain Academy for the UN ecosystem. Most probably it will be launched in September this year. We also started beginning of this year managing the UN blockchain community of practice. This is like a follow-up of the UN Innovation Network blockchain group. We have a lot of activities there. Maybe you heard about the blockchain talks. We already had 2 of them. The next ones are coming now in May and then one in June before the summer break. So we are basically introducing the playground for UN agencies and UN staff that have the interest in blockchain in order to co-design, to jointly think how blockchain can be adopted into the initiatives that they are designing and implementing within their UN agency. But at the same time, this is also like a hotspot where we have all of the institutional knowledge in place, where basically we will have intersection between the UN staff working together with the blockchain industry experts. And this is somehow I would say, crucial moment for our blockchain accelerator, because here we are designing pilots that can potentially enter the SDG blockchain accelerator program. So today we will discuss about it. This is a pilot program, a new one. We are really excited to present this to you. And following to this, we are also preparing another big thing, which is for now called SDG Impact Fund, where we basically want to unlock the blockchain capital and put it in the service of the SDG-oriented initiatives within the UN ecosystem. So what is the blockchain accelerator? Here we want to highlight a couple of things. This pilot is only for UNDP staff and UNDP teams. So of course, if you are external, I don't know what participants we have today on this webinar. If you're external, not non-UNDP person or organization, you can still see what kind of a collaboration or partnership you can establish with any UNDP country office or regional office. But here we are looking UNDP challenges, UNDP problems, that will be somehow matched with the solution makers, builders from the blockchain industry. We are collaborating on the strategic level with the Blockchain for Good Alliance and Emergo Labs. Currently, we are in the process of onboarding many tech expertise from other different chains. So most probably we will kick off the accelerator with at least 5 strong partnerships that will provide technical support, mentorship, and potential funding after the acceleration program to the selected participants. Everything will be implemented fully virtual. So what we will provide you here is blockchain expertise. We will work on UN real world, UNDP real world challenges and problems. And hopefully in 4 to 5 months of the acceleration program, we'll have solutions in place ready to be piloted or scaled. It really depends which kind of the situation we'll have within the accelerator. So what we are offering you if you decide to apply and be part of the accelerator, many things. Just imagine this is like the only one blockchain accelerator that ever happened in the UN ecosystem. So you will have a full access to a huge pool of blockchain experts in different industries. We will cover many different blockchain verticals, from supply chain topics to digital identity, digital payments, governance, climate action, etc. So we will have a couple of topic-specific webinars, lectures, but one of the main, I would say, assets or value of the acceleration program is you will receive the one-on-one mentorship, personalized mentorship with external experts, as I said, in different fields, which basically will guide you hand by hand to develop not only the solution, the challenge framework, but also the roadmap. And they will guide you hand by hand in the development of the solution together with the external blockchain startup or already established business. Which basically means that during the 4 to 5 months of the acceleration program, you will also have the opportunity to network with the different blockchain industry ecosystems. You'll have access to different blockchain solution makers and builders. You will also have the access to different kinds of the blockchain events. It really depends with which chain you will work on your challenges. And you will also have access to the potential funding from these blockchain ecosystems. As I said, it really depends what kind of the challenge and what kind of solutions you will looking for. We are also working with different partnerships to somehow secure also the post-acceleration funding opportunity for you. for the best ones at least, which basically means that during the acceleration program, if you will come to the level of the MVP or a product, we will definitely secure the funding for the implementation. One of the add-ons or additional values that we can bring to this that we are bringing to this accelerator is also digital MBA program that we are conducting in the collaboration with the Kutruli Business School, one of the strongest MBA programs in the world. So each of you that will enter the acceleration program, you will have the opportunity, you will have the free access to this full digital MBA program. And of course, one of the opportunities that we want to give to all of you is to showcase your blockchain solutions at the Web3 Oscars event that most probably will happen in Copenhagen in November. Here we are organizing with Blockchain for Good Alliance a demo day, a pitch day, where all of you will have opportunity also to pitch in front of the potential investors for your cases or funders. So what is the acceleration program format for this year? This QA is basically in the mid of the open call for the challenges. So what we are looking now from you, from the UNDP ecosystem, is try to think if you already have in the pipeline challenges or problems or even pilot projects, initiatives that can have benefits or value from the blockchain technology, apply. Call is still open for a couple of days, for 5-6 days. After we will close the open call and we will continue with the selection. Once we will have selected first cohort, we will start, I think, end of May with the first 4 to 5 month acceleration program. But at the same time, we will open the opportunities to those that are not in top 10 applicants to participate in the regional virtual hackathons. Virtual hackathons are designed in a way that you will have the opportunity to talk and discuss with many solution makers from different blockchain protocols on your challenge, on your pilot, and you will have the opportunity to refine the challenge and basically, define the roadmap and start also working on the proof of concept or MVP. It really depends at which stage of development you are. But this will be also an opportunity to get to know all of the blockchain solution makers in different chains that are building the solutions in order to better understand what is the best fit for you. We will have 60 teams entering the hackathons. Out of these 60, top 13 will be selected for the second cohort, which will start somewhere in September. Here we will have a lot of other technical partners onboarded, so other chains. That means that we will have a couple of sub-accelerator programs running in parallel. For now, we know that definitely you will be able to build on Cardano, on Stellar, and some other potential chains, but we will, as we have blockchain agnostic strategic partners like Blockchain for Good Alliance and the Murgo Labs, you will be able to build your solution on any suitable chain that's perfectly match your challenge or pilot. And after that, at the end of the program, in the post-acceleration phase, as I said, we will try to secure additional funding for the implementation of the solution in the community, country, or region where you are operating. So, like I said, we will have like a funnel approach. We are collecting now challenges. We will shortlist them. We will select 10 best ones to participate in the first cohort, starting, as I said, end of May. Then we will have 60 additional UNDP challenges, funneled to top 30 teams that will be selected for the second cohort. And this cohort, second cohort, will finish around end of December, beginning of January, where again, you will have the ability to receive the potential funding for the implementation of your pilots or scalable projects. What is next in our pipeline? Definitely, as I said at the beginning, we want to see that Accelerator will scale to UN level, but this is something that, we can discuss or inform you in the later stage. So I will not dive into the curricula. We really have experienced organizations that will deliver trainings and mentorship. For example, Murgo Labs is here in the ecosystem for many years. They're managing fund on funds, which is 100 million USD. They already supported hundreds of startups building on different chains. Blockchain for Good Alliance has a really strong incubation program where they are working with multiple blockchain protocols. They also have strong advisory board and a pool of mentors that will provide you with all of the technical assistance that you will need in order to develop the blockchain solution. Something that we are expecting to happen within the accelerator as the key deliverables is, depending again at the stage of the pilot that you will enter in the acceleration program, proof of concept, MVP, or product that is ready for the implementation or to scale. So what are the eligibility criteria, what we are looking for? If you are a person that already have a team or can compose the team of UNDP personnel that have relevant capacity in terms to understand, what is the development challenge or problem, that have relevant expertise to work with the blockchain industry, not in terms that you need technical experience or deep knowledge on blockchain, not at all. We are just looking for the development experts, innovators. But one of the criteria is that you have a team in place. The second one is well-defined development challenge. So we already collected a couple of really interesting challenges through the Blockchain Academy surveys that we conducted last couple of weeks. So we are looking for the development challenge that has a impact potential, scaling, something that can create like a signature solution. So scalability potential is really one of the key criteria that we are looking when we're talking about the challenge applications. Those solutions, of course, need to contribute to the specific SDG indicators. This is always like a baseline for our work. And like I said previously, you will need to have key implementation partnerships in place already. So for example, if you're working on some challenge on the level of the country or the state, and you already have the collaboration with the government or specific ministries, you want to do, I don't know, work on the voting system, on the land registry, on the health record system, whatever it is, then we are expecting that you have the partnership in place with those stakeholders. And the last one is we are expecting that you also find the co-funding for the solution development, because you will also have the expenses working together with the blockchain industry experts, not only now, but also during the implementation. But I suppose this is like the baseline also of the partnerships that you are established. If you don't have co-funding secured, then we will ask you through the application form also what is the potential to pledge funds for this. So how the selection process looks like? As I said, in 5 days, we are closing the applications, 6 days, which basically means that then we are entering the initial screening. We will shortlist the best ones. Then we'll have a committee review. Committee is composed of UNDP, Blockchain for Good Alliance, and Murgo Labs experts. And then when we will have like a pre-final pipeline of the challenges that we would like to have in the acceleration program, we will contact you and do the quick interviews with you to verify all of these eligibility criteria that are important for us. As you can see, evaluation criteria are quite similar to the eligibility one. There's one additional, which is open source commitment. This is something that is really important also for the blockchain industry, but as well as for our approach in terms of the having a signature solutions ready to scale. But everything else is same as eligibility criteria. So the process will be really fast. In 5 days after the closure of the application of the open call, we will pre-select and approach you to conduct the interviews. In 2 weeks after the closure, we will have a final selection and inform you if you successfully entered the first cohort or the hackathon cohort of the SDG Blockchain Accelerator. Here is the timeline. I think I already said everything. So as you know, we open opened the call for applications like a couple of weeks ago. It will close next week on Tuesday. End of May, we will have the final list of the participants. And last week of May, we are launching the first cohort. At the same time, we are starting working on the regional virtual hackathons. They will happen in 5 regions where UNDP is operating. So we will cover, I think, most of the geographical areas where you are operating. It is expected that the first cohort will graduate in the September, which basically means that you will enter the post-acceleration phase, where we will continuously work with you in securing the funding and implementation of the solution. At the same time, in the September, the second cohort will start, and as I said, they will finish in end of December or beginning of January. And of course, both cohorts from the first one and the second cohort will have the opportunity to pitch and to be present at the BGA Web3 Oscar event happening in November this year, most probably Amsterdam. And that's it. These are all of the information that I wanted to share with you. Again, apply. Here are my colleagues. Robbie is head of our Alfin Lab. Burcho is lead of the Blockchain Academy. Here we have Haidana as well, who is supporting us in strategic comms for the blockchain initiative. So now I would like to open the floor. I see some entries in the chat, but unfortunately, as I'm sharing the screen, I don't know what's written there. Maybe I can open this. I don't know if this is seen then on everyone's screen, but maybe Haidana, you can help me, navigating through the questions, and I would kindly ask all of my colleagues to participate in answering this.
Thank you, Theo. The most questions are about people joining that are not from UNDP ecosystem, but they are asking how they can still be part of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you are working on the country regional level or the community level, the best way is, if you still don't have the established partnership with UNDP country office or regional office, to approach them. Unfortunately, you have like 5 days to establish this kind of the partnership. So I think it's really tight, deadline for you. As I said, we are focusing now on UNDP challenges. A lot of our UNDP country offices are already working with multiple stakeholders from multiple industries, from education, agriculture, with the governments, etc. So they already have established partnerships in place. If you're a builder or if you're a solution maker, not the challenge maker, we also have the open call for the solution makers. So I was approached last couple of weeks many times by multiple people on LinkedIn asking me how they can join with their companies as a solution builders. So there is a second call, maybe Haidana, you can also put it in the chat, not to confuse you. So we are looking for solutions. This will be open still for 3 weeks, if I remember correctly, 2 or 3 weeks. So you still have time. But if you are not UNDP personnel, unfortunately, you cannot apply to this acceleration. Yeah, maybe we can also collect the questions like, you can, and we will give you the space to ask. Anything in the chat, Haidana? I don't see.
Then I'm sending both. So there is just to clarify, there is 2 open calls. One is for UNDP channels, which we are focusing now and through this webinar. But if you are building solutions, like there is one comment in the chat, you can also apply as a solution maker. Is there a separate webinar for solution maker with developers? Yes, there's going to be a separate one. We have a link. I will just also share that with you guys in a chat, the webinar for the solution developers.
Yeah, excellent. It is happening next Tuesday, I think 2 p.m. CET. So Haidana will share also the registration link and the information on this. I think there is a question, at least one of the team member be a UNDP personnel. I mean, the applicant should be definitely UNDP personnel. But then again, we are talking about the established partnership between the UNDP and non-UNDP stakeholders, right? Like I explained at the beginning. Okay, any additional questions we have? No, solution makers are not. Yeah, so solution makers are not UNDP, of course. The program is designed in a way that we are matching challenge owners from the UNDP ecosystem and solution makers from the blockchain industry. So idea is to help UNDP to develop blockchain-based or development initiatives together with the blockchain industry. We have a lot of blockchain industry partnerships in place. I think currently we have more than 60 solution makers in the pipeline that already have built products in different fields, like I said, digital payments, digital identity, governance systems, whatever it is. So in the accelerator, we will just match UNDP challenges with the solutions from the blockchain industry. For UNDP personnel, I will repeat once again, there is no need to have any technical experience, knowledge on blockchain technology. It would be great if you have like a basic understanding of the blockchain. And there is no need, to have any established networks or any collaboration with the blockchain industry. Acceleration program is basically designed in order to help you, to open and to manage this kind of relationship, to grow your network, and basically to establish the partnerships that will strategically and continuously help you in the development of the initiatives. Yeah. So once again, just to be clear, we are collecting UNDP challenges. Maybe you have a challenge, I don't know, you're working with the farmers in one country and you would like to have proof of authenticity of their products. So you need to establish like a supply chain track and trace solution, which most probably the best way is to build it on the blockchain. We will bring the blockchain builder, blockchain developers to build that solution for you. So basically, Acceleration program is here to help you to find the proper solution using the emerging technology in order to have the best quality output of your development initiatives. Any other questions? Maybe Robbie, if you want to have a floor.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Theo. So I would just say, look, we have received maybe just to kind of help also what we are thinking about. We don't want to limit you in what do you want to apply as something which, as a problem which could be solved with the blockchain technology. But with a number of country offices, we are already working on, for example, digital payments. And when it comes to digital payments, it is either how to send the money within the country or how to help the central government, the central bank to work on their digital currencies or something similar. Another example is digital identity. Whether it is digital identity for startups, whether it is digital identity for refugees, for citizens. And then we have 3 requests from different country offices on the land registry. Can we do something on land registry with blockchain? There are several examples when it comes to this. And then there is also a very interesting case is about the carbon markets. How can carbon markets is taking off now seriously. UNDP has put a lot of attention around this. And then the question is, because now with the combination of Internet of Things and blockchain, we can make a very, very bulletproof case of verification for the carbon credits in this regard. So, some examples are also good to be shared from this side, or for example, any similar. We don't want to limit you in our approach. To the Blockchain Academy, we recognize there are like around 140 strong cases which could be all submitted here. I would just say if you have something don't lose the opportunity, because there is a big interest from the private sector, from donors, that they top up their support here, and that we build up a strong case with you, something that we can pilot and then work on leveraging up. And also, if several country offices are working on something similar, then we can kind of connect this. And if you have any questions, just just reach out to us. And we are getting more and more partners actually from private sector who want to contribute. So depends what is your what is your proposal, and you know, how can we support it.
Maybe just to answer also the Maria question, she kindly asked, so once again, to explain the difference between the challenge call and the solution call. So for the challenge call, only UNDP personnel is applicable to apply, right? So we are looking for the challenges in form of the projects, initiatives, in order to understand, you know, what is your challenge framework, and in order to match you with the solution maker. Solution maker call or solution call is open for the solution builders from the blockchain industry. So we are looking blockchain builders, blockchain developers, blockchain companies with their products already in place, services in place, or, you know, pipeline of the development products, so we can better understand, you know, what they can offer in order to have like an effective match with your challenges. I hope this is clear now. There is also a question from Maria, how much funding could be allocated? We cannot say this. It really depends about the challenge with which you will apply. We already have in the pipeline, like Robbie said, projects that are multi-million projects. We also have like a small initiatives and projects working on the community level, testing and piloting something. Definitely in terms of the post-acceleration funding, this will also really depends about the quality of the solution. All of the blockchain protocol, blockchain communities are interested to invest in the best solutions, because of course they want to scale the solutions that are developed within the acceleration program. But then again, you know, how much it will be, it really depends case by case. On the requirement of the co-financing, so the best case scenario here is we have UNDP teams that already have allocated funding for the implementation of the project or initiative. In some cases, what we have in pipeline blockchain solution is just like one part of the bigger project. So, you know, these teams are really ready to to adopt the blockchain technology or to explore what's there for them. So we are not looking for co-financing. The blockchain solution makers will not look for the co-financing, but you need to secure your resources, team in place, you know, to manage the partnerships, to conduct the initiative in order to be ready to participate in the accelerator. So in the accelerator, we are not giving any grants or funding for your team to participate. This is something that you need to secure or already have secured. I think I answered most of the questions or all of the questions that I saw, right?
Yes.
Okay. We can still have open floor, like a couple of minutes if there is any burning question. Like Haydana said, you can also approach us through the website and through the emails on any open question. Anna, nice to see you here.
Hi, Theo. Yes, I'm just raising a question that has been asked by a few other colleagues in other spaces. So what about having expertise in terms of blockchain for those that are applying?
Yeah, I already answered a couple of times. No technical experience, no technical knowledge needed from the UNDP side. So all of the UNDP personnel that will apply with the challenge, you don't need any knowledge or experience with blockchain. But of course, you know, this will be asset for you because you will be much faster in the development of the solution and implementation of the product. Robbie.
Theo, if I can just add more on the example. For example, you are working in a project, and in this project, you have to, let's say, you know, like distribute $10,000 to individuals or like 1 million to NGOs or something, right? So instead of doing this the classical way, we can make a pilot within this, how to do this with using of the digital payment of blockchain, and that people have digital wallets through which this is being done, or to different partners, right? So maybe at the end of the day, we will start working on this, and we will find that we can do like a few percentages of this, or we still do this a traditional way, but we make a parallel way also for this. Or you are working on a project which is connected with digital identity, like you want to provide identity to the some communities. Let's make it blockchain based, right? Or any other issues that the government might have, like they came to you, or like they're in the country office, you have some issues that maybe you think this technology could help. You're not sure. If you're not sure, if you think it could be something like this, just reach out to us, any one of us, by email. We'll set up a call and we can discuss this. And you can also reach out to Ana if you want to do this in Spanish, if you feel better. You can reach out to Tio if you want to do this in Serbian or Bosnian or any other regional language except English. And so we can find somebody in French who can help you, somebody in Arabic. Don't worry, just reach out to us so that it's easier to actually explain, like what makes sense for you, what doesn't. We are here to help, and we want to see more of these examples. We want to work with you on making these things move.
Yeah, and maybe just a reflection on the application form. It's really simple one. So we are just asking a couple of questions, to briefly describe, what is your challenge and what is the context of the challenge, because we need to understand, what is the, macro understanding, what macro view of the challenge that you're facing with, and how that can be matched with a potential solution. We have a couple of posts here. I have a question: if the proposal designs and challenges in the country, but we have ideas on how to overcome these challenges, could the mentorship still support us and navigate this? Yeah, of course, especially if you already have the roadmap and you have the idea how you can overcome these challenges. One point that we didn't mention, many blockchain industry players already have established ecosystem communities or offices or branches or foundations in many countries around the world, also in the Latin America. So if you will have from the ground, I know that
Theo, you're breaking.
already working with Venezuela. They're working with the Ecuador. They started working with the Brazil government. So, there are already people in place from the blockchain industry that can mentor you and guide you also in this regulatory paths. There is question, it is cross-regional and multi-office. This is like to address common challenges and option. Cross-regional multi-office initiative aiming to developing solutions. Ruben, I'm not really clear what do you mean by this? So maybe you can jump in the space and explain. How many people, that really depends on you. Like I'm just repeating again, as many people as you will need in order to, after the acceleration program, have the capability to implement the solution. And as I said, it really depends. If you're working with some specific industry sector or one industry, it's fully different if you're working with the government on establishing some, like a system, a government system. Ruben.
Yes, Theo, thank you. Sorry for my grammars there. I see the error on it. But the question is more towards bringing a regional solution by collaborating among offices, especially in the Caribbean. Given the smallness, it might be more effective to work collaboratively.
Definitely. I mean, this is something that we are aiming to. When we are talking about the signature solutions, we really want to see, like already now in the pipeline, we have some challenges and solution makers, for example, that are working on the digital identities, multiple layers, from the governance, health system, educational system, credentials, whatever it is. and solution makers that already build the digital identity solutions, right? So our idea is definitely to see how we can help all of these country offices or UNDP teams to work together in order to scale the solution that is already in place. Like Robbie said, we are also working on a couple of blockchain initiatives. For example, we are working with the Cardano Foundation on development of the digital identity for civil society organizations. So if you are working with any type of the stakeholder and you need digital identity as a solution in order to have more effective work, this is the challenge that you can apply to the acceleration program, and then we will match you with the solutions like Cardano has Veridian, many others have other digital identity solutions, and this is basically the idea, to help you to overcome this challenge with a blockchain solution. Okay, let's take like 2 more minutes. If there is any additional question, like we said, you can always ping us, send us email, but I think all of the information already is on the landing page. Something that we will kindly ask you is, of course, try to spread this word about the SDG acceleration program, as many of you are collaborating on multiple levels, with different country offices, different teams within the UNDP ecosystem, regional bureaus, etc. Maybe on different regions, different continents. Kindly send the information to the colleagues that are thinking or are interested or motivated to explore the blockchain technology and adopt it in the development initiative. That would be really valuable from our side. Okay, I think we don't have any additional questions, so maybe we can close this webinar. I don't know, Haidana or Robbie, do you need to say anything at the end? Okay, then I will just say, okay, Robbie.
Yeah, I was just planning to be positive, guys. Don't hesitate, apply, and there's nothing to lose, but just to learn and to get new knowledge, new partnerships, new funding opportunities, and new relevance in this, right? This is why we are here. We are working with the strongest blockchain organizations in this. We are connecting it with AI, with Internet of Things, with whatever is necessary, that your solution doesn't have to be fully stuck in one technology. And yes, working with this to make it all around solution that can be tested and then implemented somewhere else.
Yeah, and I will just repeat, the application form is really easy. I think you will need like 30 minutes to fill it in if you have already challenge problem initiative in place. And we really encourage you to apply. If nothing else, you will have the experience of evaluation. We will get back to you and propose a roadmap how to further develop this initiative. As I said, in the September, we are also starting with the second iteration of the Blockchain Academy. This is also, the space for all of you that have interest and still didn't participate in the educational program on blockchain to participate and initiate your ideas. But definitely with the same ideas and challenges you can apply here in the acceleration program, we will help you and guide you through the process. Okay, thank you very much for the participation. As I said, ping us. You still have like 5-6 days for the applications, and anything needed, we are here to support you. Thank you very much for the participation.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.